Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Let's Play Tyranny. So, Tyranny is a soon-to-be-out RPG fantasy game where you play as a villain. And I've been playing like a little bit of like Divinity Original Sin 2, etc. recently. And I've been getting back into the RPGs, and just the concept of being able to play as a villain, I really kind of dig. That sounds really cool to me. And also, the world seems really awesome, so I'm really looking forward to being able to play this. Bear in mind, it is a story-driven game, so basically, the further we play in, the more spoilers and stuff there will be. Probably be okay early on, but later on, it depends. If you want to play the game, you might want to be a bit cautious about watching too far in. But we're going to dive in with a new game. We will play on the normal difficulty. I won't turn on, like, permadeath or Trial of Iron. That's one autosave thingy. And that's the turn off helper mode. We'll have help mode on. We'll play normal difficulty, except it's just got such a I like the style there. Oh, it looks pretty. Oh, and yeah, it's published by Paradox, so I automatically kind of think with that, like, oh, it's gonna be another step higher in quality. Paradox have been doing very well recently.
For over 400 years,
Oh, shut up.
the armies of Kyros the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kyros' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spy master and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kyros' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tyranny, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kyros' minions. Tyranny brings Kyros' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kyros' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
Okay, so basically we play a Fatebinder, kind of a minion judge to this kind of judge overlord, and we kind of have to go along and carry out the will of Overlord Kyros in his new regions. It's kind of cool that that bit there is like narrated by one of the three good people who we are subjugating. I kind of dig that. Right, we will be... Ooh. That is very thin and tall. That is... I was going to say average. No, that is well-muscled. And that is, I am tank, yes. I kind of dig the idea of playing as a female character, though, just because I'm imagining, like, most people are going to be playing male characters. Right, so you are, like, just big. You are wider, shorter, and you are more, like, slim and stuff. I don't know, what do I want our character to be? I'm thinking a mage, just because I like the idea. Like, in Tyranny, you can create spells from different runes and stuff, and, like, customize your spells. I really dig that. So, I think as a mage, maybe we wouldn't have the same, like, physique. Like, we wouldn't be the... You know, this is more sort of wrestler physique. Sort of shorter and much stronger. That's just large. And that's thinner. Probably not as warrior-y. I mean, you can still be a decent warrior. Also, I really dig the art style. It's got a sort of Neo-Greco kind of pottery look. I still think we are a fate binder, so maybe we should go with the bigger character model. We are a fate binder. And it's me, so, like... It's me as a woman, so I assume that I'm going to have, like, super pale skin. I'm not sure I like that super pale skin, though. It looks, like, a little bit too silvery. Let's go with that one. We were born in the Northern Empire, where women enjoy equal protection under the laws of Overlord Kyros. See, Kyros isn't that bad. In the Seven Lands of Tears, women may crew a ship, but only men may captain a vessel. When these customs give the oceans to the men, the lands are trusted to the women. Men may rent and lease, but only women may own land and bequeath it to their daughters and sisters. While following a parent's profession is standard, many women choose to pledge service to the Overlord's powerful archons. Those without a viable trade or land call their own are often drafted into the armies. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So this episode's mostly going to be setting up our character and then, like, the backstory stuff, because you basically get to pick, like, a load of options for backstory, which is pretty cool. Let's do... tattoo. Why not? I want, like, an arm tattoo, like a badass... That's okay. That's... Ooh, that's nice. What else have we got? That's both arms. Now, I'm kind of looking for just one arm. Like my magical arm. Like I've inscribed some sort of ancient runes into it to make it more powerful. I have no idea where this is. That's pretty cool. That's leg. I mean, you could cast spells with your leg, I guess, like if you could do like high kicks. Now, there's one that was on the hand. That one there, which looks pretty nice. But I'm going to go with the arm one. There was a pretty decent arm one over there. Yeah. And we'll go for a... Ooh, let's make ourselves like a... I think the two options you get are like frost and lightning as a mage. So I think like if we go for like a light blue color scheme. The problem is I think these are a little bit too dark as tattoos. They don't really seem to mesh very well. Like the black like looks like there's a hole in my body. That's not too bad. The gold's kind of cool, but I kind of want something that goes a little bit differently. Oh, I like that. The red and purple looks pretty badass. Yeah, we'll go with that. Red and purple. Portrait. Well, we're going mage, so I mean that looks a bit too good. I don't want to be like confused for a goody two shoes character. We're an evil villain. Come on. I mean that's pretty cool, but it doesn't look like a character. And these are all guys over here. I mean I like that one. Maybe that's when we had, like, short hair or something and had dyed it? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to pick out, like, a random one that might look vaguely like us. I really do like that one, though. Now we, like, work on our hair? That just looks grey. It doesn't actually look anywhere near white. I kind of like that hairstyle, though. That one's cool. I'm digging that hairstyle. Right, what have we got? Red. Red goes pretty well. Maybe that's like our, like, Uber form, where, like, you know, we've, like, evolved or something. Like, our hair goes white from all the magic. Face, I like the default one we had there. History. Ooh, now we get the fun part. How do you join Kyros' army? We could be a pit fighter, a hunter, a guild apprentice, a noble psychon, a diplomat, a war mage, a lawbreaker, or a soldier. War mage. Guild apprentice. Is that like a guild, a magic guild? Deeply proud of your intelligence, your parents often knew you were too smart to spend a life with your hands in the soil, looking to secure a better future. Your parents sent you to the Seven Trees Guild, a small magical order willing to teach you letters, numbers, and magic if you prove capable. That's pretty cool. So we could go War Mage. When you reached adulthood, Tunon the Adjudicator came to your barracks and laid claim to your life, seeing as too valuable for the Crucible battle. The Archon of Justice deemed your life better spent dedicated to the art of punitive legal remedies. See, I kind of like the idea of Guild Apprentice, because that starts off on kind of this blank, neutral slate. And then, you know, we get picked up later. For several years, you learn much of the mages, mastering reading and writing faster than the rest, and eventually learn the basics of mystical theory and spellcraft. Your magical studies came to an abrupt halt when the voices of Narut, Archon of Secrets, I think leader of the Scarlet Corps, deemed the guild a peacetime distraction that must be disbanded for the upcoming war. Its mages assigned to proper armies. When your peers went to other guilds, your mind was seen as too valuable to be wasted on the armies. Instead, your life was claimed by Tunon, Archon of Justice. Yeah, I like that. We sort of brought up in this, like, effectively neutral space where we were just, you know, just going to be trained to be an awesome mage. You know, no big. And then we got, like, picked up to be, you know, part of the war effort. And before that could really actually happen, Tunon steps in and goes, no, too valuable. Now, I will actually just want to change one thing. I want to flip over the colours on our tattoos. Just so that the red isn't next to my hair. Guild Apprentice. Right. Primary expertise. You were trained in the following combat style. Shock spells, frost spells, atrophy spells, vigor spells. So vigor is a buff spell. Atrophy is a debuff. Frost is an offensive that focuses on slowing enemies as well as dealing cold damage. And shock is a frequently interrupts enemy attacks, preventing them from executing. Okay. We could do those. Frost or shock. Versus endurance, this is versus magic. I kind of dig Frost, but I also kind of dig Shock. Personally, I'm going to go Shock just because I like Shock. Like in D&D, one of my favorite characters to play, if you know if the party needs some damage, it would be to play like a lightning mage, Tempest mage. Is that what they're called? It's not Tempest. Shock mage, Storm mage. Storm mage, that's the one. Not Storm mage, a Storm sorcerer. So yeah, we'll go with Shock spells. I assume Frost spells just a slightly different color. Oh, it snows slightly. No, Shock looks so much better. Look at that. That looks evil. That's what we need. We don't need to be... Sorry, Elsie, you just don't look evil enough. We're going with Shock spells. And then next, secondary experience. Okay. We could go Shock again. We get Energy Shield, or we get Charge Strike. Or we could go with Frost to get a little bit of both. We get Frozen Grasp. Or we could go for buff or debuff spells. Or we could, you know, go for something like a War Mace. The problem with the War Mace is that it's a two-handed weapon. We're going to be using our hands for the staff. Oh, the staff is two-handed. Unarmed? We could go unarmed. I like the fact they include unarmed, and then they say, I think they say somewhere... A good stuff for someone interested in being challenged. It's like, it's not most powerful. I mean, it shouldn't be. People with weapons are always more dangerous. But I'm kind of digging the idea that we just go full on for spells. Because I don't think this is going to really gel if I want to go, oh, change between weapons, etc. I just want to be there going, die! You've been found weak in the Force. I don't know why Emperor Palpatine suddenly has an accent, but nonetheless. So it's either Shock or Frost. We get another staff if I do that. Now, do we have to change staffs? No. We'll go for a Shock again. And we can either get Energy Shield, which gives +4 armor, Shock, Frost, and Fire for 60 seconds. Or we could go Charge Strike, which is like a powerful blast. Yeah, we'll go Charge Strike. Okay, character colors. Banner customers. Oh, they have a winged sword. There we go. That is, I think we have to pick that. Otherwise, they've got like some eagles and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But they've got a winged sword. That's automatically ours. And then... Oh, these aren't the banner colors. Oh, these are the banner colors. So the background should be blue, and that should be white. Yeah. Right, and we should go for like a blue and a white theme as well, maybe. Like that. I mean, does that look evil enough? Oh, my mouse cursor's playing out. No, stop playing around, mouse cursor. Maybe if we go like white there and then... Oh, other way around. No, it looks a bit too goody-goody. I'll go for the white trim. Even though it might like look a bit too goody, perhaps, I kind of think that I dig that. Yeah. Although, should we change the color of our tattoo? Let's go previous tattoo. Right. There is no white. Honestly, there isn't a particularly great blue either. That's closer. Kind of wish we had a bit of a better blue here and maybe a little bit of a white or something. Maybe we should change our hair color to match. Yeah, let's go for it. That way we can get the theme of the Frost Mage all the way through. Right, banner, yes, that's fine. Name, you are called Alicia. Attributes, right, so quickness and wits are important. Quickness is... reduces spell cooldown. Wits increases the strength of the spell. So let's like get the quickness up. And then the wits up. Got 2 points left. Finesse. Accuracy of attacks as well as increased one chance to reduce damage type. Blah, blah, blah. Might. Meh. Vitality is HP. And strength of personality. Oh, okay. And this is magic defense. Well, I think we go for like a point in vitality and a point in resolve. That seems reasonable to me. And then we get skills. Oh, right, this is going to be fun. So we've got lore, which allows us to like think about magic, know stuff, and also allows us to like create new spells using different runes and so on. We definitely want a good lore. We've got quite a good lore to start with because of our background. Weapon skills. We want to definitely buff the magic staff a little bit. Subterfuge, I like. Control lightning, definitely going to buff that. Maybe increase our dodge a little bit. Subterfuge. I like the idea of subterfuge. Ability to move unseen. It also uses in dialogue to determine your ability to deceive or trick a person you're speaking with. Yeah, definitely want to be tricking people I speak with. So I'll actually go for like a 32 in that as well. Next. And we want to do a Conquest start. So basically, I know we've been going on for a while. Selecting the Conquest option will allow you to play through Kyros' Conquest of the Tiers, choosing how your character is involved in the invasion. This gives you the most control over the starting state of the game and how other factions will react to your character. So this is basically the whole choose your backstory, but it's much more intertwined than that, and it kind of plays into the story, how certain factions respond to you, and it gives you these really cool options and background that people will talk about in the game. I have played like an hour and a half into the game. I meant to play like a little bit less, but I got carried away. So I know it's really kind of cool. So we will do the proper full-on Conquest, and I think we might end up having to cut it here or see in post. But if we do need to cut it here, if you have liked, do the whole liking, subscribing thing. You know, the whole thing that really helps. Give me some like feedback down below, like in the comment section as on. How much looking forward to Tyranny. But I'll see you in the next episode when we do the whole Conquest backstory thing, which is probably going to take up an entire episode in and of itself. It's still really cool, though. That said, if you don't really... character creation isn't your thing, or, you know, the whole backstory thing, you just want to get in the game, you might want to just skip ahead to the first episode of gameplay, which I think will be marked as like episode 1, probably. These will be marked as like episode 0A and 0B, I have no idea. But we'll work it out later. Anyway, I've been EnterElysium. Stay shiny.